We have a more operational question and question about the customers from Olivier. Not all customers want to migrate to the subscription-based models. So can you elaborate a bit more on how to migrate customers to the subscription models and how to manage this transition, the subscription-based model for the seller, for example, in the transition year?
Well, the software industry gives a lot of great lessons for how to do that. If you just look at the traditional software vendors, PTC is a good example, Adobe is a good example. You're seeing Oracle and SAP play this out right now. Right, there was a phase where they tried to give the customer options, but their sales channel was very much incented to sell the one-time versus the recurring, and so that really didn't work, right? And I think Siebel made that mistake when they tried to compete with Salesforce in the early days. And so, that industry is getting smarter about how to make it more agnostic, or even sometimes tilting it over, and so that it actually, prefers it. And they ride the wave. Eventually, customers will come around and saying, I don't really want the perpetual anymore. I want the subscription. And oftentimes, it's not just I want the ability to spread my payments. It's that the service itself is better when it's a subscription because now you're in charge of it. You're going to update it. You're going to get it better. You're incented to make sure that I'm using your latest release, right? And you have all these statistics of how I'm using your product, and you can benchmark that with other companies. And you can advise me on areas where I can improve my use of your technology. And so the relationship is simply much better when it's a subscription-based business model versus when you sold me the asset, and now it's my responsibility to deal with the asset, right? And that's really oftentimes a big driver of companies preferring this thing. And so again, it's not just a different financial transaction. It's a different engagement with the customer. When customers realize that, and they realize this is simply a better service, I'm getting more out of it, and then the whole industry really starts to shift in that environment. And during that shift, you can make sure that your channel, your sales team, your partners are agnostic towards that, right? You can encourage it, and you let the marketplace really come to you across that shift.
Thank you.